Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to again go through something little here, and today we are going to handle what we call plagiarism. And under plagiarism, we are going to look at the definition and how it is used. So let's open here these slides that are created before. Yes, let's wait for it to open. So as I told you earlier, we are going to talk about plagiarism, and we are going to understand more about it. We shall talk about the definition of plagiarism. After talking about the definition, we shall also talk about the consequences of the so-called plagiarism. After that one, we shall also talk about the prevention strategies. And then now we shall come to conclude. So that is what we are going to look at as per today's discussion is concerned. So let's start from understanding plagiarism, and from second slide we are going to define the so-called plagiarism. So plagiarism means the possible way with the how any work performed in any medium and in any scholar discipline. So that is basically what plagiarism. And plagiarism involves the intentional or negligent use. Here we are going to talk about by paraphrasing or direct quotation of the published work or the unpublished work of another person without full and unclear knowledge men in all such scholar work as essays. So this one here is always done in examinations, oral, stroke written reports, and also you can apply it in homework, assignments, laboratory reports, computer programs, the music scores and graphics. So that is the meaning of plagiarism. On the other hand, we are going to also talk about the types of plagiarism, as we are going to have direct plagiarism. That one there, we are going to talk about the copy paste without quotes or citing. The next one, we are going to talk about the paraphrase type of plagiarism. Here we are going to talk about the rewarding without credits, if we talk about paraphrasing. Another one is the self plagiarism. Here we reuse homework without the citation. So there we have reusing homework without citing it. The next type is the mosaic type of plagiarism. Here we are going to have mixing on and then other work. And then lastly we are going to talk about the accidental plagiarism. Here we have the unintentional, no citation. So that one is about the types of plagiarism. The next one we are going to talk about the consequences of these types of plagiarisms we have. Number one is academics. Okay. Now if we talk about the academics here, we're going to talk about the penalties, for example failing or suspension. Okay, so it may bring you to fail or also be suspended. And then the next one is loss of reputation. Yeah. And then the third one, we are going to talk about the legal issues. And then lastly, professional repercussion. So that is some of the consequences of plagiarism. And then prevention. How can we prevent these consequences? Number one, cite sources properly. Okay, you have to cite the sources of which you are going to get them in a proper way. And then paraphrase and cite. So you have to do the paraphrasing and then the citing well, in order to prevent the consequences. And then the third one is use quotes for direct text. And then the fourth one, track sources as you research. So you have to at least track some of the sources as you are doing your research work. And then lastly, check work with the plagiarism. So before publishing it, you have to check the work and make sure that it has no plagiarism. And then lastly, now we are going to conclude. So conclusively, you have to stay original, cite right. There we are going to talk about that plagiarism is a big deal, but easy to avoid with the cure. So which means that yeah, it is a big deal, of course, but you can easily deal with them, and you can easily avoid them.